Magic, myth and metamorphosis. In the early hours of Monday the 15th of June, Greenwich Mean Time, we have a new moon and the sun in Gemini in Human Design Gate 12.2, while the Earth is in its complementary gate 11.2, making a channel with Venus and Jupiter in gate 56. The asteroid Hebe is skipping along beside this new moon, and her presence may reveal to us how we may be of best service at this time. Gate 12 is located in the throat center and is a powerful energy which has the potential to channel information from spirit and to prophesize. Being part of an energy flow which connects the emotional solar plexus with the throat, this holds the energized creative expression of the known circuit. For this archetype to express optimally, it has to be honored by its audience, which positively enhances its emotional mood in the moment. With these conditions fulfilled, Gate 12 becomes a master wordsmith, channeling a rich, deep, passionate and juicy creative expression, which can be extremely influential and transformational. However, if our inner emotional state is low, our words can feel blocked, we can't access our creative flow, and we face a standstill. If we try to push when the timing isn't right, our words might be shared or perceived with frustration and anger, which then only feeds another cycle of paralysis and inertia. In the Gene Keys, this cycle of inertia can be transcended by making a shift from the shadow frequency of vanity into the gift of discrimination. Richard Rudd shares, to discriminate is to know inherently what and who is healthy for you in your life. Vanity is about loving only yourself, whereas discrimination is ultimately about loving the things and people outside yourself which make you feel good. The gift of discrimination is deeply connected with the arts, with poetry, with prose, with music, with theatre, with dancing, and with the many shades of human love. The passion of this archetype is often driven by a desire and a deep soul longing for romantic love and connection. So any vocal expression and art is a reflection of the bittersweet beauty of this yearning. It is through our laughter and tears that spirit can enter the body, transforming our breathing patterns and our inner chemistry. Robert James Comber shares that if consciousness were to have one emotion, it would be delight. To delight in the meeting and recognition of itself through another's heart. Gemini is such an amazing teacher of relationships, and the idea of otherness as supersymmetry offers us the chance to delight in the everythingness of life as the one self. During this new moon, our Earth is holding astrological polarity in complementary gate 11, grounding the free and full expression of the cosmic creative flow. This hexagram is in perfect equilibrium, with the creative force of heaven flowing through the earth and pure potential grounds, bringing everything into balance. Here, we're encouraged to play with the creative power in imagery flowing through the feminine right hemisphere of our brain. The gene key shadow frequency of obscuration is actually a direct result of the imbalance within our brain chemistry due to the historical repression of our inner feminine power and of women in general. Richard Rudd goes on to say that the imagery that lies trapped here within us in Gate 11 is the pressure of our ancestral past. Furthermore, these memories are not just personal memories, but collective memories that have lain repressed for millennia. Just as a river flows downstream into a fertile valley, we can allow this potent creative power to wash downstream anything from our personal, ancestral, and collective past which no longer serves, and allow our communication channels with spirit to open. And here we begin to access the gift frequency of idealism, representing the steady flow of archetypal memory into our manifest world. This is the frequency of magic, myth, and fairy tale. And if we can allow the free passage of this mystic flow, combined with the correct structure to channel it, we have the potential to manifest our dreams into form. The benefic planets, Venus and Jupiter, who were in exact conjunction on the 9th of June, are still transiting together in Gate 56, collaborating with our Earth to ground this cosmic flow. Gate 56 is the archetype of the troubadour, a stranger in a strange land, who weaves fairy tale magic into our collective story through song, through poetry, through dance and theatre. So this new moon portal is inviting us to open through the right hemisphere of our brain to the potent creative flow from source. And we allow ourselves to channel the archetypes from myth, from legend, from fairy tale, and from the imagery held deep within our own subconscious, coaxing these storylines to transform through our art, through song, poetry, and dance. In this exploration through art with our inner child, we are called to embrace and then transmute any surfacing wounds with compassion and the source light of our imagination, allowing this mythical portal between heaven and earth to initiate a metamorphosis into a radical new state of being. Richard Rudd shares that of all the gene keys, this 12th gift of discrimination represents the mythic passage from one state to a higher state in which your stop codon kills your identification with your past, allowing you to be transformed into something permanently and radically different. So here are some questions for self-reflection. Number 1, do I have any planets in gate 11 or 12 in my human design chart? Number 2, which fairy tales were my favourite as a child? Number 3, which storylines have been playing out repeatedly in my life experiences? Number 4, who am I when no one is watching? And number 5, in which creative way would I like to channel this creative flow today? If you would like to dive deeper into your own unique human design chart and discover the prominent archetypes and storylines playing out in your life experiences in this lifetime, I would be delighted to be your guide. You can contact me by clicking the link below this video, or if you're watching this on social media, you can send me a private message and I'll share all the necessary steps involved. Wishing you a playful, fun and creative new moon.